figure review. This is more like a statue. We're going to be taking a look at the Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition Oni Collector's Edition Premium Quality Resin Statue. Capcom, it says right there at the bottom. This is made by SOTA Toys. I know this is a limited quantity. I'm not sure. I forgot honestly what it is. I don't know if it says it on this box. I know it said it on the shipper box, but I threw that away. This is something I picked up at WonderCon, and I got it for a really good price. Now this figure or statue does light up. Again, it is Super Street Fighter 4 Akuma, and if we pan the camera down, you can see the packaging here. So I'll bring the camera down a bit. It's a fairly large box. You can see this does read Oni or Ani there, and it says Collector's Edition Premium Quality Resin Statue. So this is SOTA Toys, you can see that right there. And then right here on this side, you have some of the credits here. So you got the image, really cool artwork right there of Akuma. And then if you come up here, you got some of the credits. So you guys, if you really want to read that, feel free and pause. I'll try to focus in as much as I can right there. And then on this side over here, you get an image of the actual statue. So I'll pan down just a bit so you guys can take a look at that right here. So that's pretty cool. I love this statue. This statue is really, really cool. I do have a problem with it, but we'll get to that in a second when we actually take a look at the statue itself. And right here on the side, it just shows you like more images there of the statue. But I don't think it tells you what number this is. I don't think it says it on the bottom now. And then this is pretty much just the top right there. So that's the packaging on this guy. Let me go ahead and show you what he looks like. Alright guys, so here is a quick little 360 look at the statue. Such a beautiful piece, guys. This is actually the first statue that I guess you can say that I purchased, and this is what pretty much got me into collecting statues now, and I owned a few of them. But this is, I'm a fan of Street Fighter, and we saw this at the Capcom booth at WonderCon this year. I just had to get it. So this is a quick little 360 look. Let's take a closer detailed look at the statue. Alright, so one thing you know I learned about picking up statues, and I mentioned this before when I reviewed the black and white Batman Beyond, is that it's always good to open if they allow you to inspect the figure or statue before purchasing it, because sometimes it can be broken already inside of the box. So, but luckily I didn't have any problems with this. The only thing you have to really put together is just, he has pegs on the bottom of the feet, and it connects to the base right here. So you can see the base right there, and it is kind of a rocky, you know, material right there. It's obviously it's statue, but the material, the way it looks, is sculpted very nicely. So it's got that really good rock-like feel to it and look to it. So you can see the cool the cool sculpting that they did on here. And then you go right here, and you can see some more shapes here. And this is it's a little bit sharp, but pretty sure this will break fairly easy. And then right there, if you can, let me bring the camera back just a bit. Right there is the port where you plug in the cable, so you can put in so you can plug this in and get the light up feature. Now the problem I had with this, now I'm not going to do it now because it took me forever to put the cable piece in. The way they sculpted the plug to plug this in wasn't big enough, so I had to literally force the damn plug in. Otherwise the light up feature wouldn't have worked. This cable wouldn't have fit, so that it still doesn't even fit all the way in. But it's not a problem. I just didn't want to have to tear away at the statue in order to get that piece of the connector to connect in there. But other than that, that's the only problem I really had from this statue, and that's just, oh god, it's so beautiful. I love how it looks. I'm going to bring the camera up so you can see the base of the statue right here. So you can see it's got like kind of like a lava look to it right there, and you can see the cool detailing on the feet, like the toenails. I mean, look at that. The shading, the blue and the black. The rock looks just great on there. Look at that, just so cool. And then you have the actual character right here. We'll pan the camera up just a bit, and then we'll bring this up just a little bit so you guys can see, you know, some of the detailing right here. So you got some of the flame effects. Now this is LED lights. So you can see right here, he's got some flame effects here. You got the pants, you got the belt part right here. And then, of course, you have the upper torso, and look how cool this is. Look at that. That is just so badass. And I'll zoom in just a bit so you guys can see the really cool, you know, detailing on the body. You know, you got the little flame effects, those little balls right there. And then he has one also in his hand. You can see that he's got kind of holding on right there. So you can see that there. So really, really nice. So you can see here, I'll zoom out. And then we'll pan down a little bit again so you guys can get an overall look on how this guy looks. Just super nice. The back looks great. And then you have the hair. So you can see right here. So you can see more of the flame effects right there. And then you have the hair right there, which looks great. It's like a kind of like white and blue. Let me turn this guy around. If you guys want to see like a side view, the side view of him here. But I love the head sculpt on this. There was a Blanca one I wanted to pick up too, and I kind of regret not doing it. It didn't light up. It was just a regular statue. But you can see right here the head sculpt on him. Look at that. That is so cool. Look at how crazy he looks. I'll bring the camera just a little bit closer here so you guys can get a better look. How cool is this, huh? You got the teeth right there. The facial expression looks so nice. Really, really cool. And then of course, I mean, other than, I just showed you the cable and everything. That's not all he comes with. He obviously comes with the plug part right here, you know, where you plug into the outlet. So let me go ahead and do that and show you the light up feature. All right, so right here he's actually lit up. I turned off all the lights in the room minus the light on top of my camcorder right here. So I'm gonna dim this down a little bit and you guys are gonna see how bright this really is. So we'll bring it down just a bit, a little bit more, a little more, and there you go, guys. That is Akuma completely lit up. And look at the base. I mean, look at the rock, like the lava piece right there. Oh man, it looks so cool. Look at that. Hopefully it shows up on camera pretty good. It's kind of like going in and out of focus, but that looks just very, very nice. And then you know, you can see here, I'll pan out the camera up just a bit so you guys can get like the close up on the head sculpt and everything. I mean, look at this. And it's fairly bright. It's honestly pretty bright. So it's actually lighting up this room. Like I can see this room pretty clear because of how bright this is. I mean, look at this. His hair even lights up, and then obviously like almost all the flame effect parts light up as well. But the base looks really, really cool. It just, this makes his figure pop out a lot. But that's what he looks like lit up, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and in the back also, he has a little bit of light up features in the back. But let me go ahead and turn the lights back on. All right, so there's my review, guys. Actually, on the bottom of the base, it tells you what number this is. So I'm gonna show you guys here. Hopefully, I can't see through the viewfinder where I'm pointing this, but if you guys can even see that there, I don't know if that's even focusing in. If it's not, but take my word for it, this is number 170 out of 500. So it's a kind of a low number, so that's pretty good. So this is my review, guys, on the SOTA Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Collector's Edition, Oni Premium Quality Resin Statue. This is a beautiful figure, guys. I picked this guy up at WonderCon for $100. I've seen him on eBay. I've seen him for like $250 and up. So I know it was a really good price that I got him for. And I just love light up figures, and especially Street Fighter's a game I've always loved. But let me know what you guys think about the figure. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Share the video. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.